Hello folks, hello there. So yeah, well, we've been absent for a while. I'm really sorry about that, just haven't had the time, and the weather's been really lousy as well folks, which hasn't helped. But we're out today for a nice bit of a leisurely walk with Charlie the dog. There he is, and if you can see him in the distance. And we're just going to we're down at Godrevy today folks, and we've come in through a little hole in the fence and parked the car close by, which is quite handy. And we've got to have the car, unfortunately, because Charlie won't go on the bike. But hey ho, it's been a bit wet overnight, a bit overcast now, and the weather is supposed to be dry today folks. It's not supposed to rain today, which you know, we'll see what that actually means folks. Yeah, whether it's true or false, but there we go. So obviously we got this big lake over here. It's a nature reserve folks. It's for all the aquatic birds and stuff. We can't go in there, nobody can go in there, but we're going to make our way up to Godrevy itself. And now I can't remember exactly when it was folks, but there was after the war, well during the war, sorry, World War II that is, there used to be a large gun battery up at Godrevy folks, and it was completely dug out and buried by the National Trust folks. Yes, they dispensed with it, but there are some bits of it that are remaining. So we're going to take Charlie and head over that way and see if we can find it and have a look at bits of it. It's been something I've been talking about recently with our expert Jeff, and I'm going to go up there and see if we can just at least find where it was, because I think I've walked past it a few times accidentally and not really properly aware of where it is folks. But we'll use the EDOB to guide us there, and should be good. So back in a mo. Right folks, so according to Google Maps we're about 4 or 5 minutes away from where the old gun battery was, but we got this amazing view. The weather doesn't look great folks, to be honest with you, and we've got that's Hale or Gwithian Beach there ahead of us. Got the North NCI lookout point there, and over there we've got fabulous Godrevy Lighthouse, which we'll get a better look at folks when we get closer to it. But we're just following this little path, meandering along next to the little road here. This is all National Trust property folks, and it really is an amazingly pretty place folks. The views, the beach, and as I'm sure you can imagine, in the high season folks, it's absolutely pumping down here. But we're on the onset of winter, and we've got Charlie here. Charlie can't wait to be free and resume his galloping regime, which he does. But I'm just keeping him on the lead for a minute folks, because we are right next to a road. So we're just going to walk down this path anyway, and now we've got it set up on Google Maps folks. There we go. So we're here, and where we're going is just there folks. So it's on that bit of headland towards facing the lighthouse there folks. That's yeah, and I'm not sure if it's set up for car or walking mode, but it's saying we're only 4 minutes away folks. But I would say from the distance that's probably if you're in a car folks. So might be a bit longer, but we'll get there, and we'll have a look around at it folks, and we'll see what we can show you in the meantime. golden mile down there, all this sandy beach, endless sandy beach, and still got a rather steep cliff, folks. Not great, so we need to be careful walking along the path here, but we'll be back when we've got something to show you, folks. Right, folks, so we're at the site of the former World War II gun battery, and all that remains of it now is this wall, folks, and you can see the barbed wire here because the cliff that was once there, folks, has it's been a victim of erosion, folks. We've had lots of obviously in the last 20 years there's been lots of landfall, lots of you know, coastal erosion. So I'm not giving up just yet, but what I'm going to do is try and see if I can go up to the other end of this wall and see if there's a way I can just sneak down and get a bit of a look. So let's see what happens. Right, folks, so as you can see, there's a bit of a hole in the bench, in the wall, sorry, not the bench, what am I talking about? And we've come down here. Now this is the southwest coast path going along here, and as you can see from the view out there, this the gun battery was here, and it would have had an impressive field of fire, literally going right out to sea, folks. That is pretty much the mouth to the Hale estuary and open water, folks, and absolutely perfect site. You can fully understand why they built the battery here, and so in a minute we'll just see if we can hop over here quickly. I'm not going to go close to the edge of the cliffs at all, but we're just going to just see if we can have a quick look for any signs of what once was there. So we're just going to go over quick. Come on, Charles. There we go. Leaps over like a thoroughbred racing horse. So Charlie's on his lead. We're not going to do any damage. We're not going to intervene with anything. We are just literally just analysing this wall, because this is the wall, this is the site of the former World War II gun battery. So now see a bit of this wall. I don't believe this wall here does anything. I think it's further along, folks, but you can see this curious kind of asphaltic material, and it makes me wonder whether there was actually you know, whether it's reported that the bunker was filled in, basically, folks. So sadly we'll never get a look at it, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back, and I can read you a bit about what the EDOB lists it as. That's the Defence of Britain database. Anybody who's wondered what EDOB is, obviously the E bit being the electronic bit, folks. So I think now that we're here, we will read the official background on it. So if we go to the phone and the route map there, oh, I have got it. Right then, folks, so this is all written down. This is the EDOB online. So what it's basically saying is, it's saying come here, description of it: condition removed. It's the 24th of the 4th 1996. The only thing visible at this 6-inch coastal gun site today is a large grass covered mound of earth, which I'm guessing is that one over there, folks. And According to local farmers, this gun site was buried by the National Trust post-war, as it's now situated on National Trust land. It is not known whether the gun site was demolished before being buried or whether it was just buried in its original state. So that does hold some kind of curio about it, folks. And it just says a duplicate on the 6th of the 12th 13, a duplicate of this actually beach defense battery, not a coastal artillery battery. Status updated. Right, so we've got it a bit wrong then, folks. So it's actually a beach battery. It's a beach defense battery, not a coastal artillery battery. So I can see now the mound over there covering the beach, folks. So we got that a bit wrong. It's actually a part of the beach defences, not really coastal defences, folks. But however, if they did have anything bigger up here, this would be an awesome field of fire for it. But so that's hopefully ironed that out anyway. And so under that mound, possibly, folks, for all we know, under that mound possibly there is a beach defense gun battery, folks. So just going to try and put my phone down. It's rather awkward because I've got Mr. Puller here on his lead. Charlie does not really like being on his lead, but it's tough because the alternative to being on his lead is those cliffs over there, folks. We want to try and keep Charlie as safe as we can. And so so I was told that the wall had something to do with it, but obviously it's just you know, this is something that we're not sure of, folks. So if anyone's got any more information about it, then let us know, and we're going to go over there again, have a quick look at that mound, folks, and then we're going to go and put the kettle on, folks. About time. Right, so down there, come on. Well, here we go, folks. We haven't been able to find anywhere sheltered enough yet to put the kettle on, but on our way back we are just looking at this old pillbox, folks, and it's here in its position where it's been for the last 90 years, and it's got a very good commanding view of the beach there, and it's on National Trust property, and they've forbidden anybody access to the pillbox, which I think is a bit unfair, really. And sand martins and erosion of the delicate dune system. God, that's ridiculous, isn't it, folks? But never mind, at least it's fairly preserved. And even if we got in there, folks, the gate has got a big the door has got a big gate on it, folks. So off we go. Right, folks, so on our way back to the car, we noticed this little chimney here, and this has only got to be remains from the industrial time here, and I'm only just having a look at it because I've never actually thought of actually walking up to it and having a look at it. Wow, look at that soot, folks. That's an impressive amount of soot in there over the years. Yeah, so this is obviously some kind of smoke duct that was going into the chimney from horizontally from somewhere else, and got these remains of what probably was the old boiler house at one stage, the wall here, and right next to a local business as well, a well-known local bar and restaurant. But yeah, that's pretty good, folks. That's worth looking at. So and we got the nice intact chimney as well. Got the granite built lower half of it, and the brick built topper bit, which is in relatively good condition. And you can see the brickwork in here is pretty good as well. Yeah, all of that soot, folks, that's impressive. Yeah, that's soot from well, years and years of combustion, folks. Yeah, right, we're gonna have a cup of tea.
Cheers.
Right. Right, folks, so I've just moved the air fresheners. Here we got fluffy, well, we got the traditional dice, folks, yeah, because I'm a bit of a Kev well, I used to be, but not so much nowadays. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed our little look around Godrevy, and definitely it was very interesting to see the site of the former gun battery. Even though that we were, you know, that we didn't find anything and there's not much of it remaining, but it is something that we've actually been meaning to go and look at for a while, folks. I've got Charlie in the back here. He's absolutely wiped out. He is knackered, and it's been a great morning anyway. Just being able to get out with him, because he's been cooped up indoors all week due to the bad weather, and he doesn't like the rain really, but it was coming in a bit wet on the way back, and we moved up the road slightly so we could go to a slightly different place to put the kettle on, and that didn't work either, folks, because it was that wet, windy and miserable. I ended up having to use the little camp stove in the boot of the car under supervision, but we managed it. So we've had a coffee. The weather's still iffy, but at the moment it's dried up. But we've just had this big heavy shower come overhead, and it's really not much more I can really do today, to be honest, mate. So out here, so I think what we're going to do now, the plan is we're going to head back to the TWEX HQ, and we're going to give Charlie the dog a great big bowl of meat, because I dare say he's quite hungry. And on that, thinking of that as well, I'm quite hungry. So lunchtime, folks, but thanks for watching anyway, and please take care, everybody, and we will be back again soon. And apologies for the lack of activity, and a huge, giant, massive welcome to any new subscribers, folks. Thanks for getting on board. We are going up in subscriptions slowly, folks. We are at 400 and something odd now, but thanks for watching. Keep supporting and keep up with the comments, folks. It's great to speak to people and hear your opinions on things. But brilliant, folks. So until the next time, whenever that may be, then we'll be back soon. Take care, folks. Cheers.